this actually is. This could tell us that dinosaurs are still currently walking the earth. I'm gonna take it as a scholarly book. It looks like one. All these sparkles. But I thought we could flick through it, much like the kind of dream video, and just flick through, find a fact, read it, and, just be in awe. So there is over 1,000, but to be exact, the final fact in this book is number 1,204, which is a fact about heavy stones. It says, heavy stones and other missiles often rained down from the battlements onto the enemy below. Hidden from view by high battlements, the defenders stood on wooden platforms to throw missiles. The context of that fact is these, medieval knights are throwing stones and water. I'm gonna just skip to them. Oh, no. There was a spider on that page. We don't need that kind of energy. River birds. The energy we're looking for is river birds. Number 718 is the jacana can walk on water. It has amazingly long toes that spread the bird's weight over a large area and allows it to walk on floating lily pads as it hunts for food such as insects and seeds. Jacana, there are 8 different types of jacana, also called lily trotters. That is very cute. They live in North and South America, Africa, and Asia. Oh, and I missed the line. It says they can also swim and dive. I'm not going to show you every picture, but there they are on the lilies. That is very cute. I wasn't aware of them before, but whoa, wait, let me see if I can show you their feet, because they are big feet. I don't want to, be too judgy of their feet size, but I don't know how you would get shoes for those kind of things. Let's see. Okay, I think we're moving on to desert dwellers. The cactus wren eats cactus fruits and berries. The little bird hops about along the spines of a cactus plant and takes juicy morsels. It takes juicy morsels that it can find. It also catches insects, small lizards, and frogs on the ground. Cactus wren live in southwestern USA. And the picture is just a cute little bird on top of a cactus. Great stuff. Prehistoric lifetime. The earth was once covered in huge sheets of ice. That's a fact to many of us. I had no clue. Okay, I'm going to move it over to this side as I read this mind-blowing fact. This happened several times during Earth's history, and it is what we call the frozen times. Oh no. And we call these frozen times ice ages. However, the ice ages were a tiny part of prehistory. Before then, the world was warm and lakes and seas covered the land. Even earlier than this, there was little rain for thousands of years and the land was covered in deserts. Over millions of years, weather conditions changed. Living things changed too. In order to survive, this change is called evolution. And there are, this is a great picture. There's a cave lion, a woolly rhinoceros, a woolly mammoth, and archrocurs, and megalocrocs. They need to start naming things with 4 letters maximum. Oh my god, we are going from prehistoric to teeth. The hardest part of your whole body are the ones that make holes in your food. Teeth. They have a covering whitish or yellowish enamel, which is stronger than most kinds of rocks. Teeth need to last a lifetime of biting, nibbling, gnashing, munching, and chewing. They are your own food processors. And there are 4 main types of teeth. The front ones are incisors, and each has a straight, sharp edge like a spade or chisel to cut through food. Next are the canines, which are taller and more pointed, used mainly for tearing and pulling. Behind them are the premolars and molars, which are lower and flatter with small bumps for crushing and grinding. It makes chewing sound so dramatic, when in reality I'm just kind of like putting a bit of fudge in my mouth and calling it a day. Extreme snow and ice. We're back to the ice. A blizzard or snowstorm is even more dangerous than an ice storm. If you get caught outdoors in a blizzard, it is very easy to get lost. Falling snow fills the air, making it impossible to see. Thick snowdrifts build up, making it hard to walk or drive. People have lost their way and died in blizzards, just a short distance from safety. So guys, just so you know, snow is bad. Stay away from it at all costs. Okay. All elephants are excellent swimmers. That's a very generalizing statement. They often dip below the water's surface, using their trunks as snorkels to breathe. Some have even been seen to roll right over, so only the soles of their feet can be seen poking from the water. However, they have not illustrated that. They have a whole, like, water hole of I was going to say lizards, of elephants, and not one of them is flipped upside down with their feet in the air, which, I mean, is a complete missed opportunity. Let's go ahead to speedy sharks. Speedy sharks. Sharks are meat-eating fish, and nearly all of them live in the sea. Nearly all of them. Nearly all of them. I mean, what does that mean? Every kind of shark is a meat eater or carnivore. Many are active hunters and chase after their prey. Some lie in wait to grab their victims. Others are scavengers, feasting on the dying and dead bodies of animals such as whales and seals. What the hell? I want the fact of the sea shark. Maybe it's like river sharks or lake sharks. I don't know. Some sharks have tails longer than their bodies. The common thresher shark is 6 meters long, and half of it is its tail. The thresher uses it to slap and bash smaller fish so it can eat them. What a violent state of affairs. I'm really trying to show you these little images, but I'm not sure. I'll probably zoom into them. You'll be the one to know before I do, because, well, I'll be the one to know because I'll, do the zooming in or not the zooming in. I'm sure I'll zoom in. How about we talk about brilliant burrowers? We're talking about insects, guys. Here we go. Well, not insects, actually. Here we go. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Soil teems with millions of creatures, and many are insects. Okay, so it is insect time. Some are the worm-like young forms of insects called larvae or grubs, as shown below. Others are fully grown insects, such as burrowing beetles, ants, termites, springtails, and earwigs. These soil insects are a vital source of food for all kinds of larger animals. Many animals, from spiders and shrews to moles and birds of prey. And birds prey on these small insects. Oh, I saw something about bees. Should we go to bees? Where's the bees gone? Bees. No, that's not a bee. Okay, never mind. We have veggie bugs. I think veggie bugs sounds pretty fun. About 9 out of 10 kinds of insects eat some kind of plant food. Many feed on soft, rich, nutritious substances. These include the sap in the stems and leaves, the mineral-rich liquid in roots, the nectar in flowers, soft flesh of squashy fruits and berries. That is adorable. No, thank you, spiders. History. Let's go into a bit of history. We have like a really, really cool image here that I'm going to show you. It is, I don't know what the time era is. It looks like ancient Egypt. History is the details of our past. People began to write things down from about 2500 BC. So just so you guys know, a really good fantastic fact is that history is the details of our past. Just if, you learn something new every day. We know a lot of things that happened before 2500 BC, even though nothing was written down, because historians have found remains and artifacts. For example, historians knew that the river Nile was important for the ancient Egyptians. The Nile provided water, surprise, for drinking and for watering crops. It was also a trade route for Egyptians. So these historians said, okay, so what do we use the river for? Drinking, okay, washing, and we like travel on it sometimes. Let's just assume Egypt did the same thing. I'm kind of feeling like history's a little bit of a lie. I don't know about you. I am obsessed with ancient Egypt though. I love it. So I think we'll go a little bit more into it. I just went right to the next page. I'm invested. The rulers of ancient Egypt were called pharaohs. The word pharaoh means a great house. I didn't know that. The pharaoh was the most important and powerful person in the country. Many people believed he was a god, although not all pharaohs were men. Book. Anyway. The pharaoh often married a close female relative. That's not okay. Such as his sister or half-sister. In this way, the blood of the royal family remained pure. The title of pharaoh was usually passed on to the eldest son of the pharaoh's most important wife. Most important wife. Imagine being the least important wife. Damn. Okay, Tutankhamun, the boy king. Tutankhamun is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Tutankhamun is one of Egypt's most famous pharaohs. He became king in 1334 BC when he was 8 years old. Because he was too young to carry out the important work of ruling Egypt, 2 of his ministers took charge. They were A, chief minister, and Horemheb, 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 head of the army. They make decisions based on Tutankhamun's behalf. Here's what I'm thinking. How did they know the names of the people if they didn't start writing stuff down until like over 1,000 years later? I'm sensing some kind of time travel going on here. But anyway, apparently they knew the name. Oh, they could have been written down as like hieroglyphics. Or maybe he had like a journal. Dear Diary. Tutankhamun was a pharaoh for about 9 years. He died when he was 17 years old. His body was mummified and buried in a tomb cut into the side of a valley. Many pharaohs were laid to rest in this valley known as Valley of the Kings. Tutankhamun was buried with valuables to use in his next life. Sometimes I feel like I'm Tutankhamun because I have a lot of valuables. That's not true. I mean, the valuables thing is debatable, you know. I have like, anyway. The Giza pyramids. We're just on an Egypt rant now, we're on an Egypt theme. Egypt's most famous pyramids are at Giza. In ancient Egyptian times, a burial ground was known as a Kerneter, Ykhorneter, meaning the necropolis. Giza was a necropolis, and it is where 3 of ancient Egypt's most famous kings are buried. We have, damn these names, Menkaro's pyramid, Khafre's pyramid, and Khufu's pyramid. Then there's also Queen's Pyramid, the Sphinx, Causeway, temples, storage rooms, a couple KFCs. I don't know about that though. I had the KFCs, but yeah, can you see them? Can you see them right there? Or are your eyes closed? I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, that's great. Good. I want to hear about Cleopatra. I don't know about you, but I'm into the Great Pyramid. That's cool. There's like oh my god. There's like a huge, like a passage inside there. Can you see that? So, that's great. Imagine being buried in a pyramid. I mean, that's something we all want to think about. Let me see. Any Cleopatras? Let's see. I'm looking for a little bit of Cleopatra. They're talking about mummification right now. Drying the body, wrapped up from head to toe. Home sweet home. Clever Egyptians. Okay, and then we move on to ancient Greece. So we don't even get a nod to Cleopatra. I'm gonna go off history and we're gonna go to looking at light. I don't know. Okay. Like sound, light bounces off surfaces that are very smooth. This is called a reflection. A mirror is smooth, hard, and flat. When you look at it, you can see your reflection. So again, fantastic fact. Light passes through certain materials, such as clear glass and plastic. Materials that let light pass through to give a clear view are transparent. Those do not allow light through, such as wood and metal, are called opaque. Fantastic. Okay, let's move on to something a little bit more scholarly, because I think, I'm not going to assume, but I feel like most of us know that a reflection comes from a mirror. Ooh, minerals. Should we talk about minerals? I hope is there a space section? I feel like we should finish with space. Minerals. We have natural substances from crystals. There are more than 4,000 different minerals, but only about 30 are found all over the world. Quartz and feldspar are two of the most common types of mineral. A mineral is a chemical compound, a combination of two or more substances or element, a single fundamental substance. Rocks are made from minerals. Limestone is mainly the mineral calcite. Calcium carbonate and granite contains quartz, mica, and feldspar. Minerals form crystals. They can do this in several ways. Some are formed as hot molten magma cools. Others come from water. The white powder left when water evaporates is a mineral deposit. Crystals can also be formed when minerals are altered by heat or pressure. Crystals have 7 basic shapes. Some just look like a jumble of different shapes and angles, but they have flat, often shiny faces and sharp edges. So there is a list of crystal shapes which I wasn't aware of, so this is a fantastic fact. There is cubic. I will show you these. There is tetragonal. I can't read. I'm so sorry. Orthorhombic, monoclinic, hexagonal, triclinic, and triagonal. They are right there. That was minerals. That's pretty great. Let's see. Can we? Fossils. Forming waterways. Not really interested in any of that. Oh, I see a firework. I think we have to go to the firework. Let me see. Is there anything interesting on the way? Lightning strikes. No. I do love a thunderstorm, though. I'm a huge fan of thunderstorms. As long as they're not, really bad. Global warming. Climate change. Let's, science. And it has a cool futuristic city. Ding. Futuristic. It has buildings and airplanes. I don't know why I said futuristic. This is just like a normal city. There's a train, boats, there's nothing really, nothing great in that. Let's see where it was. Fireworks. Fire's flame, burning heat. The science of heat is important in all kinds of ways. Not only do we cook with heat, but we also warm our homes and heat water. Burning happens in all kinds of engines, in cars, trucks, planes, and rockets. It is also used in factory processes from making steel to shaping plastics. Okay, well, there's a picture of fireworks, but not really a firework fact. So, let's see if we can find a bit of space to end our journey. How about that? I really just. Okay. I'm gonna go to the back. Or no, maybe I should go to the front. No, the back. The index. Space. Anyone see space? Let me know if you see space there. Seaweed. No. Shellfish. No. Silk. It's another good. Oh, there's a solar system. Space probes. Space shuttle. Should we go to space shuttle? We made it. Flying in space. Let me see. Is there anything cool? Let's see. Rocket. I found space, but where does the Earth come from? Like a flat surface, obviously. Night and day. The four seasons. Oh, luxury hotels. Rocket explorers. Looking into space. Here we go. Let's just do this to finish it off. People have imagined they can see the outlines of people and animals in the star patterns in the sky. These patterns are called constellations. Hundreds of years ago, astronomers named the constellations to help them find their way around the skies. Great. I wish I could name a constellation. Curling arms give some galaxies their spiral shape. The Milky Way has arms made of bright stars and glowing clouds of gas that curl around into a spiral shape. Some galaxies, called elliptical galaxies, have a round shape, like a squashed ball. Other galaxies have no particular shape. There's the Milky Way. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed in the space section. Hang on, there's stars here. Young stars often stay together in clusters. When they start to shine, they light up the nebula, making it glow with bright colors. Then the starlight blows away the remains of the cloud, and we can see a group of new stars called a star cluster. Well, isn't that just beautiful? Stars are born. I was just going to ask, how are stars born? Stars are born in clouds of dust and gas in space called nebulae. Astronomers can see these clouds as shiny patches in the night sky or dark patches against the distant stars. These clouds shrink as gravity pulls the dust and gas together at the center, and the gas gets hotter and hotter until a new star is born. A star is born. Anyway, that's fine. We can move on. So far away. Let's read one more, and I think we will end it on my favorite planet. Don't ask me why, but I love Saturn. So let's go in and finish off with Saturn. The shining rings around Saturn are made of millions of chunks of ice. These circle around the planet like tiny moons and shine by reflecting sunlight from their tiny surfaces. Some are as small as ice cubes, while others can be as large as cars. There's a couple, there's a little picture of Saturn. Oh god, a little picture of Saturn there, and a little text bubble that says, Saturn is the lightest planet in the solar system. If there were a large enough sea, it would float like a cork. And that is revolutionary. is a fantastic fact. So, I will leave that there. That was definitely longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be like 5 facts, and I'd be like, ugh. But listen, I got invested. I hope you got invested, or I hope you at least got a little bit of